what misconceptions you see that Indian diners have about it?
The big misconception there is, it doesn't exist one Italian cuisine. It exists the regional Italian cuisine. Like southern Italy first had Spanish domination, then French domination. So we have, especially in southern Italy where I'm from, there are many dishes that are very common ingredients with the Spanish or French cuisine. So there is no one Italian cuisine, there is the Italian regional cuisine.
What advice would you give to someone just starting out as a commis in your kitchen?
Don't keep changing company, especially from the beginning of your career. Find one good company and stick to it for at least the first 3-4 years.
3 things which you think that a newcomer must carry to get succeed in our culinary world.
Show up on time at work, be disciplined, listen.
A lot of young aspirants, they look themselves or they actually wanted to work as an executive chef one day. What should they do initially between 3 to 5 years of their careers?
A lot of people think that you can just have a bachelor degree, have 1 or 2 year experience, and after you get the management position. But if you want to become an executive chef, first you have to be a master at your craft.
AI, what are your thoughts? Is it going to help?
The students were asking me the same thing, that what if the AI will take our place? My opinion was no. If you are very good at your craft, nobody will take your place.
Great chefs don't just cook food, they create legacies on a plate. Today on HospeTalk, we have with us a culinary artist whose journey is as flavorful as his cuisine. Hailing from Italy, the land where food is not just cooked but celebrated, Chef Davide Di Domenico. He has carved an extraordinary path in the world of gastronomy, from working in Michelin-starred restaurants in Italy, Malta and Germany to now leading as Chef de Cuisine at the Westin Gurgaon New Delhi. Chef Davide's story is one of passion, discipline and relentless pursuit of excellence. His mastery in fresh pasta, menu engineering and team leadership makes him not just a chef but a mentor and a visionary in hospitality kitchens. What makes Chef Davide truly exceptional is not just his technique but his philosophy. Food for him is not about complexity, it's about heart, respect for ingredients and creating memories around the table. Today, we get to learn from his journey across continents, his Michelin-inspired discipline and his dreams for redefining Italian cuisine in India. So get ready for a conversation that's equal parts delicious and deeply inspiring, because when Chef Davide speaks, every word has the same soul as his cooking. Authentic, passionate and unforgettable. If you enjoy this episode, make sure to subscribe to HospeTalk on YouTube and hit the bell icon so you never miss an inspiring hospitality story. Let's listen, learn and lead together. Hi Chef, welcome to HospeTalk. Let's start. I'm making a habit out of it now, my usual one. Tell us about your journey. How did it start?
So, my beginning was not like so much poetical like you hear from every chef today. In every interview they say they start because of the burning passion since when they were kids. They started cooking because of their grandmother. So I started at 17 as a dishwasher. I just grabbed this opportunity in one summer after I finished school. And it was just a summer job. And keep working, I started liking it. The chefs in the kitchen was a small standalone restaurant. So I started liking it. The chefs were teaching me more and I wanted to learn more. And only after I got graduated in a prestigious Culinary academy in Italy, and then I started to travel first around Italy and after around Europe. But my beginning was for and needs that it transform in something that I like it to do.
That's quite a journey, I must say that, chef. I was going through your LinkedIn profile. You have worked in Europe, Germany, Malta, Italy, of course, and then now you are here in India. So, how has your culinary style evolved through these countries?
So let's say that traveling helped me to expand my horizon, and also understand that there was not only the Italian cuisine, there was also different cuisine to learn and discover. Let's say that my culinary style is always dedicated in the Italian cuisine. Of course, is because of my heritage and because of my culture is what I like to do the most, and what I profoundly think that you can only cook well what you first like yourself to eat. Of course, working especially in Malta and Germany, I learned the fundamentals of other type of cuisine. Yes. But what always come to me to do the best is always like the Italian food, or even if it's some modern style of food, it has always an Italian inspiration.
You have worked under Michelin-Starred teams as well. What are some of lessons you would like to share with our audience?
First of all, discipline is very important. Respect the rule. Work in a clean environment. I've noticed throughout the year, many people think that first you work in a good restaurant and in a good team if there is results, so you can implement method and cleanliness. Yes. And discipline is the other way around. First, you work in a clean environment, you are respectful, you work as a team player, you show up at work on time, and only after the results will come.
What made you say yes, that okay, I wanted to move to India, I wanted to work with the Westin Gurgaon?
So, I was in a period of my life that I was looking for change. Okay. In that moment, I was helping my brother running his own restaurant in Napoli. I came back since a few months from Germany, but I still felt that I need more international exposure. And, I was always I've been working in Italy, in France, Malta, then in Germany. So I wanted to see more. And when I received this job offer, I say, India, why not? I never been outside Europe. It's time for me to discover something new.
Talking about Italian cuisine, it has always been very romanticized. According to you, what misconceptions you see that Indian diners have about it?
The big misconception there is, it doesn't exist one Italian cuisine. It exists the regional Italian cuisine. So, Italy is split into 20 different regions.
Oh, okay.
And Italy is one country since only 160 years. Before it was fragmented in 10, 15 small states. And every state in the Italic peninsula had a different cuisine, okay? Of course, there were a lot of cross-contamination between region and region. Like southern Italy first had Spanish domination, then French domination. So we have, especially in southern Italy, where I'm from, there are many dishes that are very common ingredients with the Spanish or French cuisine. So there is no one Italian cuisine. There is the Italian regional cuisine.
You lead Prego and Splash here, right? So what's your vision for these outlets? And how do you maintain consistency while, staying creative?
So, for talking about Splash, which is our most recent outlet and is also the smallest outlet that we have in the hotel. We have to make cozy comfort food, and there's a service to the guests that we offer. So I have to maintain, this very comfort style food. So a pizza, a sandwich, creative salad, but something that people can have also healthy option. while for Prego is my real playground. In Prego is when I experiment and when I every day keep thinking about new way to present, something traditional and old like Italian cuisine. And I find a new way to serve a tiramisu, a new way to serve fettuccine, that I always want to maintain traditional food served in funny way so that our guests will not feel bored. Oh, I'm going there and having the same tiramisu. Not just feeding people, but also creating an experience that the people can enjoy also the experience and the feeling.
Talking about the newcomers into our industry, I mean, what advice would you give to someone just starting out as a commis in your kitchen?
There's so many advice that I'll give to young people, and actually, is life sometimes is a very, very harsh teacher. Life first give you the exam and after give you the lesson. So if I want to give an advice to some newcomers, like I will give it to myself, is don't keep changing company, especially from the beginning of your career. Find one good company and stick to it for at least the first 3-4 years.
Very nice.
Don't go 6 months, 2 months, 3 months, half year. Stick to one company, one good company. Especially if it's a 5-star hotel, a good hotel, especially an hotel that has many outlets, you can discover many cuisine and many organization in the same hotel. And this also, your curriculum will benefit for this. So your next employer, in the eyes of your next employer, you will not look like a crazy guy that go here and there, is not stable. And the second advice that for sure I want to give is find a mentor. Somebody can address you, somebody that can correct you, somebody that can lead and also especially lead by example. Somebody that work first himself and teach you the thing how to do it and how to do it better. And somebody, especially if you can find somebody that is always looking for way of improvement, you should try to find a mentor. Mentor can be also 2 or 3 in your journey, but somebody, don't stay with somebody that don't care about teaching. Stay with somebody that care about share the information, and especially it has to be one very good human being first.
Very nicely said, chef. Talking about your experience and your culinary journey, you have worked with so many international brands. In here, I mean, in India, a lot of our students wanted to work abroad. So what advice you would give them, or what should they really know before working abroad actually?
First of all, learn a good English as soon as possible. In the world of today, you cannot work. You cannot even think about going to work abroad if you don't speak a good English. And this was the first advice that was given me from a chef. And is what I follow, unfortunately, later. First, learn a good English. And second thing, always shoot for the biggest brand in the industry. Okay, I mean, you can learn a lot of good things in standalone restaurant, in standalone hotel, but if you can manage to go to work abroad for a big brand, they will give you the possibility to get a transfer after a few years in another hotel and then another hotel, and this, your career will just form along with that.
And according to you, what are the, let's say, 3 things which you think that a newcomer must carry to get succeed in our culinary world?
First of all, be reliable. As I said before, show up on time at work, be disciplined, listen. Second thing, remember that is a marathon, is not a 100-meter sprint. So save your energy, take care of yourself, also what you eat, the people that you hang out with after work. You need to go to work sharp every day. And third thing, I would say, give yourself some time and believe in yourself.
A lot of young aspirants, right? They look themselves, or they actually wanted to work as an executive chef one day. So, what should they do initially between 3 to 5 years of their careers to reach that mark?
Become a master at your craft first. No, I will say something that is a little bit unpopular, but I think it's right that it's something that I strongly believe in it. A lot of people think that you can just have a bachelor degree, have 1 or 2 year experience, and after you get a management position. But if you want to become an executive chef, first you have to be a master at your craft. I'm not an executive chef yet, but it's what I say that with my team. I can really transfer knowledge to the people. And what I saw in the past, that people that were not master their craft first, they were not like automatically respected, because people were not looking at you like superior in the craft, that you are better than me at this, so I'll give you respect because you can teach me something. It's not after 2 years you can get an executive chef position only because you have a bachelor degree or because you have been in some prestigious university. Education is very important, but practical experience, and also give yourself some time to stay in the industry, to see with your eyes and face many problems and learn the solution. The day that you will become a chef de cuisine or an executive chef, you already will know how to solve all the problems.
Let's talk about your team. I see a lot of happy faces around when I walked in. I must say that, compliments to you. But what's your secret? How do you keep them happy? How do you keep them motivated?
First of all, work-life balance is very important. We cannot only ask to our team. It to be flexible. Everybody is human being, their personal life, there is something to do. You have one guy that need to bring the wife to the doctor, another guy that want to go to the church, another guy that want to see his family, and you have another guy that want to see a cousin that it happened a chance that by the chance the cousin was in the city, want to see the cousin. So in the schedule you have to be flexible. You need to ask, of course, to people to work properly and come to work on time. But when it's the time to also fix the schedule, the roster, it will be a little bit flexible because everybody has different thing to do in their private life. Nobody will come to work happy if they don't have time for their personal life. This is what I try to do, and of course also the working hours don't have to be too much. When I started in the beginning I was working 15 hours a day, and when you make the sum, you work 6 days a week, 14 hours a day, you end up working like almost 80 hours a week. You will not have time for yourself. A work shift of 9, maximum 10 hours is enough.
Since you've mentioned the working hours, long working hours here in India, at least, it's a very hot topic.
It was also in Italy till a few years ago.
All right.
It was the same.
All right, done then. So how do you take care of your team? Such longer working hours.
First thing, what I had to do in the beginning, it was to reorganize the kitchen, make a new menu, and buy new technology in the kitchen, new machine that allows us to save some time. Plan a menu that, of course, you can offer something nice to the guests, but it's not too much time expensive. And also set up a strict schedule of production, and when it's time to go to break, you have to go to break. You know, you cannot always ask to the people to do so much working hour, so you have to be very efficient in the organization.
Done. AI, what are your thoughts? Is it going to help bringing something good, or is it going to hurt us?
I held a lesson in prestigious culinary academy in Gurgaon itself, and the students were asking me the same thing. But what if the AI will take our place? My opinion was no. If you are very good at your craft, nobody will take your place first. Instead to focus on AI, what we should focus is on the automations, okay? We should focus on investing technology that save us work. Why spend hours peeling potatoes if you can buy a machine that peel the potatoes in 2 minutes for you? And like this, there is so many small machines that every professional knows. You can buy a thermomixer instead to make a parmesan fondue yourself and keep stirring for 15 minutes. You put everything, all the ingredients in the thermomixer. You do something else. The thermomixer do it for you. You have to focus on smart machine. If you're good at your craft, yeah, I will not never take place. Will never take your place.
Talking about your style or philosophy towards food, you know, what's one dish on the Prego menu that best represents who you are as a chef?
So we have this fettuccine alfredo tossed in the parmesan wheel, which was something already quite popular in Italy when I came in Delhi. I was 2 years ago the first one putting this thing on the menu. Now it seems that we have a copy all around the city. Everybody try to imitate the same thing. Let's say that it's very important for me. We do a lot of dish like this in Prego, you know? That is all dish that we go in front of the guest and we complete the dish in front of the table. As what I feel that the chef should not stay only close in the kitchen, and we should have interaction with the guest. And nobody better than a chef can explain one dish, the philosophy behind it, how it's prepared, interact with the guest, and also complete the dish in front of the guest is also something that enhance the experience.
I've seen that video of yours on Insta. That was very cool. I really liked it. And probably I would come back for that for sure, to have a dinner with the family later. But coming back to the podcast, you know, you have transitioned yourself from traditional to contemporary Italian cuisine. I mean, what's the thoughts? What drives that shift?
So, you know, I wanted to find a way to offer not only traditional Italian dish, which of course we offer, but also some modern style Italian dish, creative pairing with Italian ingredients. Of course, you offer this also to make the guest discover there is not only the classic penne arrabbiata, spaghetti carbonara, there is more food, and also the same different combination of Italian ingredients give you some new results.
How do you bring you know, Italian authenticity for Indian palate? I mean, for your guests.
First of all, once I took over Prego, my first decision was to change the menu every 6 months and do, you know, summer menu, winter menu.
Okay.
Of course, I cannot serve a minestrone in the summer. It's a little bit too heavy. I will serve something a little bit more light in the winter, in the summer. And, you know, having a lot of fresh pasta on the menu, having the classic pizza napolitana, which is something that is, I'm from Napoli, the city of pizza, no? So once I came here, first thing I said, okay, no, I'm from Napoli, make pizza napolitana, the pizza that I can do the best, will not serve anymore thin crust pizza. And the sales of pizza told me that I was right only 1 year after. But, you know, if I come from Italy and I have to give the Italian experience, okay, I also to bring the best from Italy, which was my biggest focus on the fresh pasta, on the pizza, and on some dessert that nobody even know the existence of it.
Let's go for a rapid fire round where I say a word, and the whichever first thing comes in your mind, You have to say it.
Let's try.
Okay, done. One ingredient you can't live without.
Tomato sauce.
Butter or olive oil.
Olive oil the whole life.
India's best local dish you have tried so far.
Dal makhni.
A chef who inspires you globally.
Gordon Ramsay.
Your biggest kitchen disaster moment. Probably we
Burning. This was like in the beginning of my career. Burning 30 kilo of tomato sauce.
a dish you have cooked that even surprised you.
Maybe. Oh my god, this is very tough. Perfecting my tiramisu.
One kitchen rule you will never break.
Respect. First thing is always the respect each other.
Fresh pasta or dry pasta? Which one wins?
Fresh pasta.
A dish that always makes guests go wow.
Dish that make us go wow. I will say our live tiramisu.
One dish that defines you.
So we have this dish is not one dessert, is a platter called Sunday morning in Napoli, which actually is not the name of a dessert, but is the recreation of a tradition that we have in Napoli of buying a platter of a mini portion of dessert and share it with the family along with the mocha pot and nuts. So I recreate the same experience and I serve a platter with 4 super traditional Italian dessert. I serve it along the sugar coated nuts and the coffee with the mocha pot that I brought from Italy. That is my heritage, is where I come from, is what if you try that, you understand me better as a person, not only as a chef.
Nicely said, chef. Favorite kitchen slang or phrase you often use?
I remember this executive chef that in the past always was telling me push, 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 push. Not only to be faster, but also like to give the best of yourself.
A food trend you are currently loving?
I'm not really into food trends. I always try to follow mine.
Done. Favorite destination for a culinary vacation?
Tuscany.
Would you rather create a new dish or perfect a classic?
Let's say that what I have really a lot of fun in doing is not perfect a classic, but let's say invent a modern version of a traditional dish.
You know, it's been what 1.5 years now that you are, you have here at part of Westin Gurgaon. So let's see if your or our hospitality professionals have taught you the hotel terminology, right? So if somebody says cheetah,
so cheetah is a guy that is work a lot, is very fast. I hope he's right.
Absolutely. Bhasad.
Bhasad is like Friday, Saturday, Sunday when we have so much rush, we are busy.
Then what's jhatka?
Jhatka. Somebody that don't show up at work and then call you, hi chef, I'm sorry, I'm sick.
All right, last one, ek number.
It's somebody that has done very great job.
Correct. So I mean, I must thank your staff for teaching you this. I mean, that is something where while saying these short terminology, but it does say a lot. I mean, these are way of I think our Indian leaders of appreciating kind of for our or their colleagues. Let's move towards the final segment of the podcast. If you could have a dinner with any hospitality leader, who would it be and why?
So again, and I will tell you also a reason why. It would be Gordon Ramsay, not just because he's the most famous. Because actually there is like, food-wise, there is so many chefs that are even better. But if you read the story of Gordon Ramsay, something that we don't know in the TV, something that we don't see in the TV shows. He has been through a lot of hardships in his life. And he developed a kind of thick skin that allow him to only pursue his goal in his career and never get discouraged, never abandon his projects. And even when the biggest hit came from his own family, he always managed to solve every problem and come out better than before. That is a kind of mindset that if you develop that kind of mindset to be unbreakable, you will go very far in your life.
This probably be a bit of a personal question, I must say that. How do you want to be remembered, not just as a chef, but as a leader in hospitality? At the start of the podcast, you mentioned, you come a long way, from dishwasher to now leading one of the India's, favorite restaurants, I must say that.
I will say, I don't know if it might sound utopistic or arrogant, but I would like to be remembered like somebody that made the place where he worked a better place and the people that he met better people.
Done, chef. Last one, via HospeTalk, what message you would like to deliver to the hospitality world?
If I had to be honest, like in the beginning of my career, I don't had like this collaborative attitude. I was seen a little bit like black sheep of the family. I didn't came from a family with a lot of money. I had no connection. I refused to conform myself in my first year to a certain kind of thinking. And through hard work and dedication, somehow I did something good in my life, and I was appointed only 29 as chef de cuisine. And if I could have made something good out of my life, I think everybody can. And you need to remember that it will take a lot of work. You need to again believe in yourself. You need to give yourself some time. You need to listen, especially in the first year of your career. You need to listen, and you have to keep trying. Don't get discouraged if in the first year you're not getting a promotion. Or don't get discouraged if after not even the first 5 years you're not getting a certain level. The repetition and the practice will help you to go very farther. But one thing that you need to, and unfortunately I have to also be honest, you will not find people always friendly, always supportive. So you just keep believing in yourself. Results will come with the time. Better place, better position, promotions, personal and professional satisfaction will come. You just have to keep working hard and associate with people that are better than you.
Thank you, chef. Thank you so much. It was an honor to have you on HospeTalk, and I would like to thank you once again for taking out time. I understand busy operations and everything, but yet you took out time for us. It meant a lot to me and to our viewers, of course. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us.
Thanks a lot for having me, and now I will wait you in Prego.
Right, chef, thank you so much. As I say it in Hindi, maza aa gaya.
Which is?
Had a good time. Thank you, chef. Thank you so much.